Welcome to Document Production. Be ready to watch the video and develop your skills.
Hi everyone, welcome to this introduction to document production. A lot of the features of document production that you will see in this video are probably familiar to you. So for a lot of you, this will be a review, maybe with something new. Now, first of all, what is document production? Well, when we write stuff, for example, here I've written a really crazy short story. We often don't write stuff for ourselves. We write stuff for other people. So I may be an employee in a company writing a report for my boss. I may be a student in a school writing an essay for my English teacher. Often there's a reason why we're writing, and usually we're writing for somebody else. In those situations, we want to try to make our presentation of our writing as readable and as attractive as possible. So if I want my friends or other people to read my short story and I give them this file, they may not be motivated to read it immediately. It's not really very attractive. So what I want to do is copy all of this stuff and paste it into some document production software. And there we go. Okay. Now the reason that I've done that is document production software has a whole bunch of features that we can use to make this text more attractive. Okay. So in Microsoft Word, if we go back to the Home tab, a lot of those features are right in front of us. Okay. Some very common features like bold, italic, underline. We can also change the font that we're using. We can change the font size. We can change the font color. We can change the alignment of text. We can include numbered lists or bullet lists and lots of other stuff too. Of course, document production software, like Microsoft Word, also has other tab options that will give us even more ability to create attractive, readable documents. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is select all of my text. I'm going to use Control A on the keyboard. That's a shortcut for select all. And I'm going to change the font to Times New Roman. If you can't find a font, you can just search for the font here. If I typed in Chiller, there it is, I found it. Okay? So now all of my font is Chiller. But actually, I want Times New Roman. Okay, and I want all of the font to be size 12. So I can use this button, or of course I can use the drop-down list. Now then, let's look at the title of the story. I want the title to be center aligned, and I want to make it a little bit bigger, size 18. I want the subtitle to also be center aligned, and it's going to be size 14. And the author, I want that to be right aligned and italic. Now the body text that we've got here, I want to select all of the body text, and I'm going to introduce some line spacing. And I want the body text to be double line spacing. Can you see what happens when we mess around with line spacing? Triple line spacing, double line spacing, 1.5 line spacing. Let's go to double line spacing, and you can see the sentences have spaced out, so they're a little bit more readable. Okay, what I also want to do is I forgot to do it. I'm going to select all of the body text again. I want the body text to be justified alignment. Can you see how the justified alignment works? It kind of neatens up both edges of the text, the left side and the right side. And that will help it look a little bit more attractive here. Can you see that? It's all nicely in line. Alright, I'm going to go down to the bottom of the document and we're just going to make the end bold. And I also remember when I wrote this sentence, Melody looked grumpy, her emotions blushing like a broad, brawny cherry pie squared. I want that to be the squared symbol. So I'm going to select the two, and I'm going to find the superscript option. Not the subscript. That would put it down. I want to use the superscript option to create a squared symbol there. Brilliant. Okay, the final thing we're going to do in this introduction video is put in a header. Let's put in today's date. There are several ways to do this, but one way is to insert. Hopefully we can find it. It's something like a field or a date. Can we find it? Quick parts. Let's go into quick parts. A field. Yes. Date. Date. Yes, I found it. And let's choose this format. Brilliant. Okay, so that's a quick part. When you're working with your document production software, see if you can find quick parts and fields. We'll be looking at these again later in this series. As you can see, that's gone into the header on this page, and it's also gone into the header on, well, every page basically. So this is the header of the document. Just double click to get in there. This is the header section. Oh, and there's the footer. I'll tell you what, let's go into the footer. Double click to get into the footer. Let's insert a page number. And I'm going to put it at the bottom of the page in the center. So there's the page number. Let's just add some text. So page 1. Oh, I've put it into the header. I didn't want to do that. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. I want to put that into the footer. Control Z is undo, by the way. In the footer, insert page number at the bottom of the page. There we go. So in page, this is page 1, and if we scroll down, we can see that this is page 2. So this is the magic of using the footer to insert a page number. Okay? So that is a brief introduction to document production. I hope you learned something new today.